Greetings and thank you for connecting with us here at Virtue Speaks. It is our desire to help encourage, inspire, and motivate you to be all that God purposed you for. You're listening to Monday Morning's Moments of Motivation. Remember to check us out at virtuespeaks.com. Now for your moments of motivation. Recently, my family and I moved into a new home. We are so excited after living in our first home for 9 years, and to say it lightly, we had so many issues with that place. As we were prepping for our move, we had an opportunity to really go through some of the junk we have accumulated over the last 9 years. And I'm sure you can imagine there was a lot of junk. During this process, I was reminded of a valuable life lesson I learned last year. I may have shared it with you all before, and if so, please excuse this quick reference. One of my life lessons last year is that often what all of us really need is right in front of us, but we often miss it because of all the junk in our lives. During this move, this life lesson was so prevalent, from something as small as an earring to something bigger like four crock pots. I realized that what I need is often hidden beneath all my junk. But there is another lesson here. As we were packing up our home, there were so many things that I wanted to hold on to, but those things really didn't serve a purpose anymore. As a matter of fact, I only wanted to hold on to them for sentimental reasons. But I had to remember that my husband and I committed to allowing this move to be a fresh start for us. We wanted to be intentional about discarding anything that was unnecessary so that our new home could be clutter-free, which ultimately would allow our mind and spirit to be clutter-free as well. But of course, as always, I was making this process so difficult. There were so many items I didn't want to part with just because they used to mean something to me. And I was so afraid that after I threw something away, I would regret it later on. It took a lot of self-talk for me to remember the bigger picture, the vision my husband and I had, in order for me to really let some things go. But what does this mean for you? Well, I think a lot of us can relate to my struggle, but not only with things, but also with people. I know I've talked about this before, but it's so important. How many of us are holding on to people in our lives that we know are no longer appropriate for where we're trying to go? They no longer fit into the larger vision we have for our lives. But we are holding on to them because they used to mean something. They used to bring value. They used to be a critical part of our lives. Often we are afraid to let someone go because we are afraid that once they are gone, we will regret the decision we made. But today, I want to encourage you to think about the people you have in your life. Is there anyone that you know you need to release in order to make sure you stay on the path that God has for you? Is there anyone that is hindering you from going to the next level? If so, I challenge you to make a decision to release them so that you can be who you are called to be in this season of your life. Once you do, like my family in our new home, you will rejoice at the peace you find because you were able to clear out the clutter. This is Robin May with your Moment of Motivation. Have a great week.